nhớ trong thấy trong nhà chỉ cái tên là cha thế trong phong như xuất tù nó cũng như bỏ đi vào nhau Hmong City News trong share vào tôi làm gì này nhất trong lúc nào những lúc chưa sinh trong và lúc còn cũng tôi nhất trong Wisconsin là cũng work hard kế tôi ở nơi tôi giao cho nên phải bỏ nhất trong tại cái đàn họ sang Wisconsin nóวันที่ชับเลยกูจะเป็นมาเช่นหน่อช่วยช่วงที่บัดสงว่าอย่างนี้เพราะว่าปอตุตุก็ต้องเราเตอให้เอาไปเราลูกเขียดแต่ยังไม่ได้ที่จะชี้ยัดตรงทุ่งนอต่อการเราก็มันจะเป็นคำมาใช่เดี๋ยววันนี้ยังเกี่ยวกับทุ่งนอเดี๋ยวตรงนี้จ้า
nhớ rằng ý chồng cô tu trà sẽ đời số lần số tổ là một trò tê phong tê dư cô là cô cả sẽ đời số lần số tổ nữa chưa sinh chấp lời nô nà giờ in nô bê tua sớm đây thì nó giờ nô Wednesday lúc chi linh tu nô thì có plau xong áo chơi nên có chi lúc xưa này cho có mong bây giờ lu nó kia tiệt giờ vì ôi cha bây giờ li tua nia xong tua sờn bê to thay cho nó thiệt lửa khó mua sữa xong ít chế cho bùa chua cho plau lò ai pi sờn bê lu và mấy cái plau nó lò trong qua cho xong áo chơi nên cậu y lỡ mà li mua cho chạy nó officially into law on the state governor side tổ bê để cho chạy nó cho chẳng chẳng thế ta xin nói cho chạy chẳng chẳng chấp lời nhau cho state Wisconsin thế Minnesota lử lú lạc cho chỉ tao lại nè rồi chỉ xong nó giờ xong thì bê châu muốn lại hơn đó là bê tua sườn bê trong đó nó con nó giờท่านพูดว่าพอเที่ยคนนั้นเป็นแรงก็ได้ดัวย้อนแต่nóก็อยากตัวสู้ตัวชิตาที่จีตัวก้าวจอดอยู่ as the secret army ช่วงนี้จะปวดจอจอีจะ下就chiến鬥ย้อนต้นเต๋อ根據應係戰鬥韓國來應係戰鬥即係不止那俾條馬來戰是所以我俾講我都做Wisconsin Hmong Lao Veteran of American Incorporation đã bắt đầu nó thầu thân phận chuyển nhỏ và ở đại mê đó chứ này, nó ta chỉ thầu chỉ mua thân phận lợi, chỉ bên mà tôi thọ chứ sáng ra bờ lỡ mua tụi chi nó chế tài lợi, chỉ thử thì lỡ mua bé chỉ mua bé nó mà, ta chỉ mà cho tôi xin thiệt tàu, tôi sẽ cũng tự là tôi nó còn nó mà xe chỉ là mà cả mua tụi chi tàu thứ nó đại cho nó, thì mà lấy cả và để bắt đầu nóนู้นนู้นจังจังว่ารงเสียจะเปลือกแล้วว่าจงตัวเนาะแล้วว่าจงอยากท่านพ้นตัวตู้อย่ากูจะมาหูแล้วว่าจงคนตู้ฮือเจ้าคนตั้งโลจ้ากูจะขนาดเสียตัวเป็นมาตัวชิฐานเต้าอยู่เนาะมาลิวัวได้ไปเย็นเชิงไปยันจอได้ไปเย็นมูอีเทียจีเราตอนเต้วิทยามัวท่านพ้นเตียนเปลือกก็จะเราจอตัวไว้เขาที่เราลึกจังจังจะเปลือกเนาะยันเราจงฟื้นยัดตรงดัสเต้เราเลยลาโป้เป็นทางการนี่ปอน้องมอจะหนังสือพิมพ์กาวเหนือไฮจะรู้เมกเปล่าเนาะเลือจอจะชี้เนาะเรารักกันได้ลิจาใจจะหนังสือพิมพ์เติร์ท่องเปลือกเขาจะเจอฉันนี่ปวดเช็คเราชี้เช็คเขาเนี่ยเขาจึงเกินก็เราเป้เลยจะเป้มองจิมัวเลยยาเลยนะแต่กูปอเขาอย่าเป้เจอวัวเลยยมนุฮาลิเดย์ลู่มองนิวเยียร์เดย์เป้เขาอย่าเป้เจอวัวเลยยมว่านู有 Veteran Day 那有路 Holiday International 的背地呀，还有背起这我直播当地要用家，他是用写着不的，努那写的多的，大领导背着个专家做，但是不能把都坚持，你我自己你教背，可能本来先搞要朋友就背到他那家中的 stay ที่เขาจะเจอ背ที่ละมาตัวมั้งก็ได้ไปยัง那就那都进不了那。cho permanent đó nó thế tụi chi tông chứ nó thở hãy lo tụi chi tông chứ nó thì ý cho hại đó của thì cho bé chỉ mua tụi chi mong cho là cho đó mong chỉ mua tụi chi international như thế đó này bao nhiêu nữa tụi chi cho vào là chỉ lấy chi nào thì giờ bên đó là chỉ hại Hong government ni chiong gì lỡ là po tu chi tông cho nào vì thế lu sợ lỡ tua có sợ tròn đời hoa tài lo tu người chế lỡ thử tu nó chẳng chẳng chế pe yêu lu tế chém lo pe tua lu tế chém lo tua gì nó pe tua trời còn nó chỉ khó thân này cũng nó bỏ còn legacy nu nó vậy nu chẳng chẳng chấp lại dòng xe nên sẽ được tua thiên nu nó là lấy cho nó stay nhưng tua thìอย่างcó thế ít tiền này cho mong lấy tua thế dòng xe rồi cho cú phong như ở Việt Nam veteran American Legion là nu là lấy tua nó cú thả nó thếวันcho cú tu trò sẽ được cho nên tao bây giờ chúa trong bảo cha là bây bây giờ tôi qua vì tao nói giờ bây giờ hậu lử nè cú trò rồi là trong thả bây lò ít chỉ mà chỉ bây mà thả rồi
ว่าเจ้าประธานหนอสัวเจ้าจันทร์จะกูตัวจอนเยาราวิสกันจินตัวจงลูกเมย์กับเปล่าลูกชิลินดูนำไปจากกูตัวจอนเยาลูกราวิสกันจินนะยังตัวอวบขับพิธีจะที่เนี่ยพลเทียก่อนในเบลแรงเงินแบบไปจะดวกขนาดจะด้วยตุชิมรอขนาดขอเจนจีรอไว้ประทับประธานหนอสัวให้ไปอย่าตัวมรอเตะตัวอย่าลูกเตะเฉิมรอยังอย่าไปลูตูชิมปลาอย่าตูรัตอเมริกาตัวเจ้าเป้วจด้วยให้นอถึงแต่เป้หาชิมเตเชอเลยเป้ตัวปงเตปงเชอละเป้ยังย้อนแต่ตูชิมปลาฟ้าตายนะแต่เป้จอเขาตื่นเป้จอเขาตัวต่อยาถึงจอโจแต่ตูชิมปลาจอเป้ย้อนจอเขาเป้ทหารปลาเป้เจียทหารยาลาทหารเขมรแล้วทหารอเมริกาเป้ยาชาแล้วตูชี้เสื้อเป้เลยเป้ชิมเป้ตูเนี่ยเป้ชิมเป้ตูแต่เป้จิตาว่าทหารเลยยาจอเขาแต่เป้ตูชิมเตเชอเป็นนาจิชอทหารเลยเนาะแต่เป้เอาอยู่ไม่เป็นตัวชิมรอเนาะแต่เป้ตัวเตชิมรอตัวเป้เตเชอตัวสมัยเป้หมดเชออย่าตัวชิมรอเป้ตัวเขาถือแล้วก็ตัวหน่อชื่อเรื่องลาป้อขนาดเป้เตไม่หน่วยแล้วก็ลาป้อกับป้อขนาดเขาเจ๋งแจ้งนะแต่ชงน่าเถื่อเดียชี้เจ้าชงอย่างถอดเจเนพลเต๋อเตชิมรออย่างแล้วมันที่เก่าเปล่าลูกเชลินดูชงอีพาจุบปอชาเจ้าชีนู่นน่ะก็จะวันที่ก็เปล่าลูกเชลินตูจงอ้อผ่านนั่งก็ชี้เจ้าส่งตัวรถจากอเมริกานะไอ้นู่นน่ะเป็นตัวเขานะตัวว่าเกจงเสียจากกูตัวจ่าเที่ยนอกจากนะว่าเกจงเสียเที่ยเป็นตัวปงเตเชนะตัวชี้เจ้าลูกส่งปงเทปงเชตัวชี้เจ้าลูกส่งระยะตัวเงาเตเชว่าแม่งตัวชี้เจ้าลูกส่งระยะไอ้กูรู้ตัวมัวเป็นหล่อในเอ็นจีพีแต่เมื่อให้รู้ตักกระดอดเจ๊ตัวให้เลยนอนจากประธานหน่อสวัสดิ์ถ้าว่าเจ้าตัวทำไปจากตัวจ่าเที่ยไปจะไปถึงฝืนมุ่งเสด็จเก็บนู่นนั่นตัวไปว่าตัวจ่าเขาที่เจ้าส่งที่หาจ่าจากตัวจ่าเที่ยว่าจนตอนนั้นคือป้าก็เติมจ่าเขาเติมแล้วก็เติมตัวไทยไปเตะด้วยเนี่ยคือเจ้าตัวหนวดจะคือที่ชั้นจ่าเขาตัวป่าเที่ยจ่าเขาเปี้ยจ่าตัวอย่าจะจงเจียจะยอดแต่ว่าตัวเจ้าว่าจนตอน
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests, and our Hmong Lao veterans of Wisconsin. We want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Today is May 14th. In the state of Wisconsin, the governor has made a proclamation making today, May 14th, officially as Hmong Lao Veterans Day. We want to thank the governor as well as the state legislature for making this happen. Our Hmong community is part of Wisconsin. We are Wisconsinites, and therefore we want to thank the governor as well as the state of Wisconsin for making this day, May 14th, Hmong Lao Veterans Day, recognizing our sacrifices and recognizing our past and our culture. Thank you. This morning's events, we want to start off with the U.S. National Anthem and the Lao Anthem, and then there will be a salute, and then some speakers up here as well. I know we are running very little on time, so we like to get this done as soon as we could, and then after this morning's program here, we will continue on at Highland. So, thank you all for being here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Lao anthem.
Trên đại phồn nó cái lúc khi liên tuวันที่ก็เปล่าส่งอาปันหนึ่งก็ชีก็ถือให้เดียาตัวชีรู้เจ้ารู้ส่งก็ตีจ่าเป็นตัวเงาเตจ่าอเมริกาเนาะเอ็นหัวหน้าเป็นจากกุตุตราเป็นตัวกันนะอย่าตัวจ่าแต่ก็ตัวจีเทียนจ่าแต่ธนาเป็นจากกุตุตราตัวมอตอนชาละปอลุเตลุเชอเราตัวก็ชีรู้ส่งลุเตเชอเราเจอแล้วจะหาตัวเสียลุเตเชิญอเมริกันเนาะนี่จ่าละมอตาเลยที่จ่าละโน่นเนาะใหญ่นุ่งถึงใจเนาะก็จีลำพอฝึกไปเยอะเพื่อจะกุตุตราเพื่อให้มองเฉยๆเฉยๆจะรู้เตเฉยตื่นจะรู้รัดตื่นจอตื่นก็ยาตันเดนมูเพื่อเงาเขาตื่นแล้วก็เพื่อมองเกชิรู้ชิดเท่าเช่นกันแล้วก็ตัวตีรู้จังมัวก็ยังสาก็เพื่อมองเงาเขาตื่นแล้วก็เพื่อเท่าชิรู้ไว้ตุกมงเห็นว่าเราว่าเก่าที่เจ้าแต่ว่าตอนเราจะกุตุตราเจ้าน่ะเพื่อก็ตัวคณะก็มัวเจ้ามองไกลนอนโตเก่าที่เที่ยตันเราจะกุตุตราเฉยlà cùng cho con nói là bao phủ bao giờ biết cái đó
một theo tung tạo ra biếc phát theo tung ban chulus kasun 3 นับเธอเปิ้นเรียบอัดซ้ายหันซ้ายหันเตรียมตัวบรรจุลูกกระสุน3 นับเธอเปิ้นเล็งยิงเตรียมเล็งยิงเตรียมเล็งยิงเรียบอาวุธขวาหันขวาหันตรงหน้าวัตยาอาวุธบ้านแหลมเพลงสงสการนี่นอกกันนี้ด้วยเธอนี่เฉลยนะงด เรียกเอาตาลเบียพัดแถวตรงตามสบายพัด
นู่นน่ะอย่าชื่อเจ้าชงแต่เป็นตัวปงตัวเลือดอเมริกาเราชื่อเจ้าชงไปปงเตปงเชอไอ้นู่นน่ะไปจากกุตุตายาราวิสกันซินตัวอ้อยขับพิธียาวต่อก็เอาจีเดียยาวต่อแต่ไปจากกุตุตาเสียเดียตัวเสียครับเสียตัวเต้จำลองแล้วเราเสียที่อเมริกาเต้หน่อยไอ้ที่จ่าแล้วก็เดี๋ยวเนี่ยเตี้ยที่เตี้ยจีไปเจ้าวัตถุโอเคไปเจ้าหายมงเสด็จไปอาจารย์ชงจนในตัวเจ้าตัวจีเต็มในตัวมรุษท่านชาวโปเต้โปเชอร์ไปชิโมเต้โมเชอร์อะไรไปเตี้ยที่ในพลที่เจ้าไปตัวยอดตัวเต้ชาวอเมริกันตัวที่เจ้าชงเตี้ยเตี้ยจีกันนะไปเจ้าอเมริกาไปหยอกว่าเป็นเจ้าก็ฝืนแล้วก็ตัวจีเตี้ยท่านทอนในจนไหนและพลทหารในหมู่เราก็ในหมู่เราพอฝืนพอเยอะแต่เป็นอย่างเงี้ยต่อการเลยไอ้ก่อนถ้าคงมองตัวเป้ก็เป็นมองเกี่ยวกับเงี้ยเต้เฉยตื่นเงี้ยหลัดตื่นรู้ร้อนตื่นแล้วก็เป็นตัวโมเกจิรู้ลีที่ในพลไฮมองอย่างอีตุมองซื้อถ้าก็จีเตี้ยท่านจะคู่ตัวต่อในหมู่เราไปจะเงี้ยแล้วก็เป็นตัวโมเกนอกการเราเป็นสิลูกลูกปานะมอบแล้วก็ตัวจีที่จะคู่ตัวต่อนะ
ต่อมา
cái này chặt gì thế bây giờ cô tụt ra lúc này nó chẳng kiến cưng cầu đi nè rồi xe đấy 我做好那个多kiến cưng cầu đi bây giờ cái hai lũ sinh ra đến nó là chỉ bây giờ啥我晒里晒到的mà lên tới cô yo hai lũ mới cảm到thế nè rồi họ bây giờ bây giờ mới cảm cho nó cho chịu cái tua ở bây tụt thế chỉ bây giờ hai thế我cho bây thì nó gọi là họ tao đến cái xe chỉ cô yo hai lũ mới cảm nhận到rồi lũ mong ấy nên cho我只là nên啥子不跳có chuyện nhà hải mong là cũng có hải họ thâu lên tới chuyện sẽ bây giờ hải mới cả đầu rồi cả là gà xịt từ tàu nhà bé uốn nó nữa. We will now continue on with our speaking program. First up to be speaking this morning are the chair of this event. Please welcome Thọ Chợ Lô Cờ Ya Chu Cờ Cha Chu Cờ Cha Thiên Dòng Dìa và Thọ Chợ này là tên là hai lũ Thọ Chợ.
nhớ rõ sen đó ít chế chỉ bao cú ya lô cờ ya và nhớ ya chi chapter 3 nhớ Wisconsin Rapids Wisconsin我做到我做到กูติดเหล้าเลยยาจะเล่าในพุ่นว่าปอเราจะกูตุ้ดเท่าว่าเท่าละเทียเอาว่าโจโจจงฟื้นยอดได้แค่นั้นตัวเราตัวยอดตันต่อจิตตัวเสด็จลงไป Thank you everybody by some behind Governor Tony Ewing passing out every not all the name, but thank you for everybody to come here. And 我做到啥的，我叫我不知道，都老都要那，弄那老点，古老我读啊，他这里多人了，中学在当地做人做都老都要，trong 8年没有做人做都的，啥的这些。trong xe chỉ nên nó là thế pe chạy ra một tàu lực họ chờ để hai thì nó sẽ cũng chạy hành tàu lọc nữa tàu này châu thế tại toàn này thế pe sẽ được xí cầu xe thế pe ra một lần đã hành rồi tàu cá nào một lần này ok cái giờ lên đây thì nó là
我就能到呢，那北土江的路，我刚进门了，我就能到。Those were the opening remarks from the chair of this event today. Thank you very much. Next up speaking is President of the Wisconsin Lao Veterans of America, please welcome Lieutenant Na Shua Hyung. Thank you, Na Shua Hyung.
Good morning. My great honor, guests, and especially General Wang Pao's son, President Wang Chang, and your family, great honor here today, and also the state representative Pat Snyder, who are here today. We appreciate for us. Thank you for your coming, and also my great honor Secretary of the State of Wisconsin, and a veteran of Jane Barnes, my great friend, and all my friends in Vietnam veterans who come to speak today and support this event today. I will appreciate. Thank you very much. Lúc này nó chẳng chẳng chấp lời rồi bây giờ có tôi chờ thế đi pha này bây giờ mong nè nó nó tôi giờ xong thì bây giờ và bây nó sẽ lòng lúc mẹ cậu lâu nó bữa thầu thế này phân chuyển nhỏ là cho nên nó dùng xe nó cháu nó sắp tới thì cháu bữa cháu quay giờ làm một trong cháu mẹ bữa thì nên bao này mình nhỏ nên cho chế nên cho để tua xem nào bây giờ trong này trả sự là bây giờ lên đó là có những cái khó rồi trồng phơi món không nào chẳng chẳng hơn rồi bây nếu chỉ do thì trong cái tài ý đại proclamation sư họ lấy số trả chạy trong biểu nhỏ trò stay thì bây giờ cho tụi nó yên tàu của họ nữa em cho thế nào phân chia bây giờ có tụi trò cho là tụi chưa tuân chỉ em sẽ được cho các chúng là thì lúc sẽ Apple nó cả cái ta chỉ giờ biểu trả theo một lúc sẽ Apple thôi trong đồng lăng theo tụi cho thì liền lo tua thì chỉ tao lúc chia bổn thôi rồi sẽ được nó cá cú sẽ mà trong gọi ít cho sẽ được chỉ cá là tụi cha giờ lăng từ giờ này phụ nữ bỏ bây giờ thả nhau hostel theo phía nào lấy chỗ là bố này phụ nữ bỏ sang cú cá kia chân cái này á bây tụi giờ hai đi chợ là mua thì nữ vợ chỉ lúc công bề lúc xem thì nữ tụi cho cú thọ khoa cho nên phân thiết cho colonel công đang làm ra phun lên này ta hạt lý quý sự hại là chỗ này cho nó thế à sẽ là những tàu tiệt tia muốn cho sự bảo su chúng ta liêm lo hại chúng qua bé đi cho sự tốt thế chứ nó thế này phun khó bảo là mình những bảo hiểu to bé cho tốt cho nhau to cho nên cho cú bé cho tôi sinh tử tôi để con nó bé cho tôi có lấy cái gì nó mua cả chúng qua nông chỉ một bé ta xin nó cho lẩu ta là bé chuột chơi cưng cầuนี่ถ้าเขาคิดเนี่ยมั่ววิเสียงอ้อเชี่ยท่านคนตัวสลองเจ้าเป้คนนั้นนะกูเคยใช้ตัวกูลูกคุมหล่อเถอะเชื่อเรื่องใจตาหูดินะชัวเป้เจอกันก็เป้หล่อดิจ่าทอกับท่านคนที่ว่าเชี่ยชอบปอหือเป้ก็เชื่อเรื่องชวนนักการเงินส่งไอ้เป้เพื่อนสลองคนนั้นมันนะไอ้ท่านคนนั้นปอก็ยาเป้เชื่อเรื่องเชื่อเรื่องจีอีกก็ตัวเราปอหือก็จะก็ตุจ้าที่ก็จะในทหารเชื่อเรื่องตัวแต่ก็แล้วมึงหมอตัวแต่ก็แล้วหุ่นจีรู้ใจนะที่หนอที่จือเงาสเตย์เฟรอเลยนะแล้วเนี่ยรักกันได้ก็จีหังเลยน้ำมอแล้วจะเจอกูมันสเตย์ไปจะมองมืออะไรก็สิแล้วจะน่ะชื่อน่ะจงตัวเดียวแล้วกูจะกูได้สิเป้าแล้วมันจะเป๊ะได้เซอร์ติฟิเคตเราขวบเป๊ะจะตุจ้าที่เดียวเสือนะเล็กที่ป้าที่เตาที่กูจังจะชิมว่าที่เขาเจอจะเลยเจอเป็นหน่อหัวยาดาหลักคลอดตัวใจเลยนะหากกูหมดใจเป๊ะได้จะกูตัวเจอนะแล้วเขาห้องเท้าเฮลล์นะนำพอใช่กูจงอินู่นด่ากูหมดรอว่าเรากูยงเชียเถอะพอตูเชียเถอะให้เถอะว่าอยู่จะนั่งเจ้าเราถือเตี้ยจีนเนี่ยท่านไหนพวกเราปอตัวใจจังต้องนี่สาที่เราตูเชียแล้วที่จะเคลียร์กูแล้วก็กูมูด่ากูซาดินยงเสียเรามูต่อแล้วจะหนอชื่อเฉลยหล่อตาหนอห้องเป้มือสลองด่าเอาไปโชว์เสมาแล้วเราปูตาเขาแล้วมาหูกูหล่อมาละมดเป้เด่นเดินcho cái tí thế cho lo cho đời giờ bây giờ dùng xả ยิ่งตัวเชื่อเกอจะได้จะละสิปันfuture generation จะได้จะละเป็นมาชิดจอเลยน้องมงชื่อสังชาเปรตแล้วก็โซเดียวัวเราสงก็โจเป็นรู้เชื่อเจอจะตัวมูลดามาจะก็ให้ลูกเที่ยวนอเที่ยวนี่เชื่อนะจอล้อตัวน่ะสเตตตัวเริ่มมาให้เจ有接了还เอาไปแล้วเราสิเที่ยวเราชินเอาไปหมดแล้วโอเคว่าโจ thank you very much my all engaged God make God bless all of you thank you bye
Thank you, Lieutenant Nashua. Nashua was thanking the Lao veterans for being here and also still recognizing General Vang Pao, that it is because of him that we are all here in the U.S. today. Thank you. Up next, from DAV, Chapter 21, please welcome Roy Schutte.
Thank you, Shua, for inviting me. It's a privilege. I was not in Vietnam. I'm Vietnam era. I joined the Guards in '74, but in an active duty after a year for 10. But I never got to know what was going on until like 10, 11 years ago when I joined the VVA Chapter 5 and coming up here and knowing what all of you Laos went through coming to the United States. I understand that we helped you and you helped us, and then the government came and grabbed you to safety to the United States. And I want to thank you all for your service that you've done while serving, and continue on in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you very much. Up next, one of our keynote speakers this morning from the state of Wisconsin, Department of Veteran Affairs. Please welcome James Bond.
Greetings and thank you for the kind invitation to participate in today's ceremony. On behalf of Governor Tony Evers and the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs, I am honored to stand here today and recognize Hmong and Lao veterans for their service and the sacrifices they made fighting alongside U.S. service members during the Vietnam War. Our nation is forever indebted to all those who were willing to put their lives at risk in defense of liberty and freedom. We can never repay that debt, but we try. Events like this are one way that we can do that. We gather today to recognize and celebrate the service that for too long went unrecognized. We gather here in Cadott while others are gathering in Madison and Neillsville. At all of these events, we celebrate the service and the sacrifice of the Hmong Lao forces who served under incredible daunting circumstances with courage and persistence. Unfortunately, too many Americans don't know or fully understand how bravely and honorably Hmong Lao forces fought. Too many Americans don't realize how they saved countless lives. And too many Americans don't understand how much these individuals lost. Many attempted to relocate to the United States and came here with nothing. Oftentimes, they weren't welcomed kindly or appropriately. We can't go back and change the past, but we can and we should make it a priority to let people know about the contributions these brave soldiers made. Celebrations like this help ensure that future generations will know about the sacrifices that those soldiers and their families made. As by far the largest Asian American ethnic group in the state, more than 58,000 people of Hmong Lao descent live in Wisconsin. The Badger State is now home to the country's third largest population of Hmong Americans. The vibrant and distinct culture of Hmong and Asian American communities in Wisconsin, from families who lived in Wisconsin for generations to recent immigrants and refugees, are now an integral part of our identity. I was proud to share the stage with Wisconsin Hmong Lao Veterans of America President Lieutenant Ngo Shao Young at the Vietnam Veterans Day celebration in Eau Claire. And then 2 weeks ago, we were there at the dedication of the Wisconsin-Vietnam Wall in Appleton. But I was especially honored to join him in Governor Evers' office at the Capitol for the bill signing for Wisconsin Act 205, which allowed persons admitted to the United States under the Hmong Veterans Naturalization Act to have their veteran status indicated on a driver's license or identification card. WDVA is committed to working with veteran service organizations and local regional partners to solve today's challenges. Late last year, I had the chance to meet with Maya Zhang Vu from the Madison Hmong Institute to talk about ways that we can work together. My team is interested in increasing cooperation with others who can connect with Hmong Lao veterans and the community that they are a part of. So I will finish with an offer and a request. The WDVA is here for you and your community. We want to be your partner, but we need your input. Keep the lines of communication open. Let us follow the example of Hmong Lao soldiers who fought alongside American forces in Vietnam. Together, we are stronger. Thank you.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you very much. Nia Tuta, Nyarabe, Wisconsin Department of Veteran Affairs. Le kuya lukong ho la kanak makan wa sai hion la jago tu to tam tho jago tu to ho Wisconsin no. Wa chong dan tao ha wa James ba ho to. Next up speaking, our second keynote speaker for this morning is also a very, very good friend of the Hmong community. We are very, very pleased to see him and have him join us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome State Representative Patrick Snyder. Tatya Patrick Snyder.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. It is an honor to be here today, once again, and being with you at the high ground as well. And it's always good to see you guys in uniform, and applaud you for still fitting in, so that's good. Today we gather with, very deep respect and gratitude to commemorate a significant milestone. That's the 50th anniversary of when yourselves left your beloved homeland, Laos. Was left behind to honor the brave Hmong and Lao veterans who fought alongside us for freedom, justice, peace. It is a day of reflection, remembrance, and profound appreciation for the sacrifices made by those that fought for their freedom. 50 years ago, many Hmong and Lao families faced impossible choices, whether to stay and face persecution or death even, or flee their homeland in search of safety and hope. For those who chose to fight, their courage was unwavering. They became allies to the U.S. and Allied forces during the Vietnam War era, serving as soldiers, scouts, and interpreters, often risking their lives in the dangerous combat zones. Their service was driven by not just obligation alone, but by a deep sense of loyalty to their families, their communities, and the ideals of freedom and independence. The sacrifices of these veterans are unparalleled. Many face brutal combat, harsh conditions, and the constant threat of death, starting at a very young age as teenagers. Despite these hardships, they persist, driven by a commitment to protect their homeland and the values that they cherished. Their sacrifices helped push the communists out until the time the United States left. Their sacrifices extended beyond the battlefield. These veterans and their families endured displacement, resettlement in foreign countries, and the challenge of building new lives in unfamiliar lands. They faced cultural barriers, as well as economic hardships and the pain of separation from their homeland. Yet, through their resilience and perseverance, they contributed richly to the fabric of our communities here in the United States, continuing to honor their heritage and serve as role models for future generations. As we look forward, let us reaffirm our commitment to uphold the values they fought for: freedom, justice, human dignity. Let us honor their sacrifices by fostering understanding and unity within our communities, and let us remember that their courage has paved the way for a better future for all of us. I want to express my deepest appreciation to all Hmong and Lao veterans, as well as their families. Your sacrifices have shaped history and continue to inspire us. Your courage transcends generations, reminding us that even in the darkest times, hope and resilience will prevail. Yesterday, during our floor session, we have a thing at the start of those floor sessions called Hometown Heroes. It gives all the representatives a chance to be able to recognize someone that has had a tremendous achievement in the community. Well, yesterday, I honored, and this legislature honored, Lieutenant Nashua Zhang, and handed him the 25-26 Hometown Hero Award. Let me read what it says. Know you by these presents, whereas Lieutenant Nashua Zhang served with honor and distinction during the Vietnam War and the Secret War in Laos. He was recruited by the American Central Intelligence Agency and served in the Army Special Guerrilla Unit, where he fought with bravery alongside fellow Hmong, American, and South Vietnamese soldiers. And whereas Lieutenant Nashua Zhang defended democracy, the ideals of independence, and the freedoms of his fellow countrymen in Laos from 1970 to 1975, where he served under the great General Vang Pao. Together with their fellow brothers and sisters in arms, they fought with courage and valiance against the scourges of communism in hopes of a better life for their families and children. And whereas Lieutenant Nashua Zhang risked his life more than 20 times helping groups of Hmong refugees flee the communist forces, making the perilous crossing of the Mekong River to safety in Thailand. Whereas Lieutenant Nashua Zhang immigrated to Warsaw in 1989 and is a pillar of Hmong community in this country, serves as president of the Wisconsin Lao Veterans of America, and in several capacities assists those in need, help preserve the Hmong culture, and teaches younger generations about the blessings of life and the importance of freedom. Now therefore, Representative Patrick Snyder, on behalf of the Wisconsin State Assembly, hereby congratulates Lieutenant Nashua Zhang for being named a recipient of the 2025-26 Hometown Hero Award in recognition of his efforts in Warsaw and Laos to ensure the Hmong culture and storied history endures for generations to come.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you again, everyone, and we'll see you at the high ground.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So earlier, Nashua was talking about how he was in Madison yesterday, and he had no idea why he was going there. And now I know why too. còn nói gì yo cha rồi bây giờ mong sẽ đời but ta nó số cụ thảm gì là thế nằm ở cho nó số mua về medicine chỉ xong nó là ba state legislature nè là sai ya mua sai law nó gì là sai ít pa a nó mà ya hometown hero là sai ít pa a là chỉ ít chỉ nhỏ bé mỗi đại phiên là tôi khoa nữa đâu còn được bao lâu gì đâu rồi hành chỉ là nó bé cũng mua patch này rồi thì nếu cũng bỏ đến nó xóa giờ tụi cho bây giờ cũng tụi cho chỉ ta lên đó là vô hồ lửa đâu gì đâu rồi nhà hành ba bên sinh hành lên đó state legislature xong nó để mua đại phiên để recognize để chơi một tí medicine là để mua đại phiên thọ khoa nó xóa xong rồi nữa lên đó bây giờ họ bỏ để khoa nó xóa xong rồi không được. Thank you very much, Pat, and the state legislature for the recognition of Na Shua Hyung. Thank you. Bây giờ tôi hay luôn gì nữa? Chỉ nếu xin thấy đi, cũng bảo này xin đến đây cho cô cố chế, cho họ sáng này cho tôi sao? Next speaker is a former senator. Please welcome Dave Zien.
Being at this very, very historic place, the Wisconsin Veterans Tribute Citizen Soldier Monument was perhaps the first place in the United States of America to honor the Hmong warriors and their families. With a flag, with a stone, we gave 172 gift certificates to Hmong warriors. Lieutenant Governor Scott McCallum, members of VBA Chapter 5, VFW Chapter 305, I think the American Legion Post 53 in Eau Claire, we helped sign those certificates. I got some of those certificates. When we gave those certificates to the Hmong warriors, some of them cried. They got on their knees and praised our Lord. On this very parking lot right here, I gave General Vang Pao a ride on my Harley Davidson motorcycle. And I gave the ride at high ground too. General Vang Pao. Let me tell you about General Vang Pao. We had that meeting in Washington, D.C. that I initiated, of which General Vang Pao and I think 10 or 11 of his lieutenants were arrested because of supposedly supplying arms to Laos. I was at that trial in Sacramento when charges were stopped on General Vang Pao. I helped initiate the effort for General Vang Pao to be buried at Arlington Cemetery. Many of us believe very strongly that allies deserve to be at Arlington. There is 400,000 veterans and allies buried at Arlington. 400,000. 400,000 veterans died in World War II. 400,000. At the Vietnam Veterans Wall in Washington, D.C., I was there 2 weeks ago. 400,000 artifacts are there. Let me tell you something about General Vang Pao. There is a person from Jim Falls, just to the north here. His name was Roger Stile, full bird colonel, 19th Air Force. He tells the story of saving General Vang Pao's life. That radar station that was in northern Laos, we did not know until after the Vietnam War that radar station was needed for B-52s to fly in all of Southeast Asia. General Vang Pao was being overrun. Roger Stile did some strafing runs. General Stile said his last run, he was sick of killing. And he wasn't going to let his final burst out. And one of the NVA raised up his grenade launcher. General Stiles wasted the whole group. Finished them off, basically. General Vang Pao said, "What can I do, Colonel Stiles, for my appreciation?" Colonel Stiles said, "I want an AK-47. General Vang Pao got him a case of 12 in Cosmoline of AK-47s. I wanted one of them, and I have reason to believe they're in the United States even today, but Roger Stile has passed away. Just a couple other little things. I know many of you are going to the high ground. I hope you get this word. In 2002, Pam West, United States Park Service, said that the high ground could be eligible to be a national park, a national monument. Our hopes and dreams is someday the Hmong are recognized there at the high ground. But it was the Wisconsin Veterans Tribute right here that started everything in honoring the Hmong. I mean, I've been to California, there's monuments in California. Just south of the cities, there's a whole park for the Hmong, but it was Wisconsin Veterans Tribute that started everything. Just a couple other little points. I heard the word Special Guerrilla Unit. I write a lot of support letters for veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. Nothing is real, nothing ever happened unless it's put into writing. You want to hear some of the horrors that were relayed to me? Special Guerrilla Unit, what the North Vietnamese would do to their prisoners of war. Briefly, they'd take a captured prisoner and put him in front of the courtyard, and they'd cut out behind the shoulder was the best part to eat on human flesh. And then they make the other prisoners of war, Hmong soldiers, watch it and eat it. The second day, they took that same prisoner and cut the other back of the shoulder and fed it to the Hmong prisoners of war. Third day, nobody made it. There's other stories, Special Guerrilla Unit. Then it said that the Hmong saved over 10,000 lives in the Vietnam War. American, Canadian, Australian, Canadian, South Korean, English lives, because what you did on the Ho Chi Minh Trail, you sabotaged it. The North Vietnamese, we have such records, the North Vietnamese were so afraid of the Hmong that they over-prepared. But when they under-prepared, that's when the Hmong struck the Ho Chi Minh Trail, interrupting troops and ammunition to needed troops in South Vietnam. There's just a lot more to say, there's a lot more to do, but I can't praise the Hmong on behalf of the Wisconsin Veterans Tribute enough for what you've done. And you make me look good. I mean, I just got back from the Black Hills, and my fourth movie, Dead Man's Hand, I was working on that, and I drove a motorcycle back. If you look at my motorcycle, for 1.7 or 1.75 million miles on a motorcycle, I have flown the Hmong Laotian, the old Laotian flag, in honor of all world indigenous peoples, Eskimos, Native Americans, Aborigines, but it is a Hmong that represents, and I'm going to quit now. I have a CD, Hunted Like Animals. Has anybody heard of that CD? When you were in the process of leaving Laos, of all what the Cambodians, the North Vietnamese, what they would do to the Hmong people, hunted like animals. I challenge anybody to see that CD and not get tears and maybe cry. God bless each and every one of you. And can you, not only just the Hmong warriors, but your families being here and represent and honoring all United States of America. God bless you. Thank you.
Tụi nó nụ bề senator de sen nụ tua tầm nền nhau trò xong ở thia chi đó cheท่านพลตัวหนอถนนจะรัวเขามันนึกจำมวิญญาเขาได้มวิญญาคิดใช้เด็กกระดังนะที่ตัวยาวิตาชิมตัวยานากุศลเจนเปชิลสันนะยานาป้าเปแห่งเลยเจนหายกัวที่ท่านพลเสียตาละเปยุลิจานะเงินเจ็บไปยังต้องเตอหล่อเปคอนเทนเนอร์ตรงนั้นสเตจเตาอุลิจาลาชิเตาเลยเนื้อมาเลเซียกัวที่ใกล้จะต้องอุลินอลินอลินะเป็นต้นกตะก้ามาที่โตจะเวียดนามเวตรังเลยจะทนยังแต่เป็นนักเอาเลยป้าเป้ยเทียมโยเกเจมาอวลินหายเจมาลาที่โตเซเนเตอร์จูรีเจมาเลโรพาสไนเดอร์ representative pass Snyder เลยจะนั่งมาลาป้าลีจังต้องเตอทอสุดท้ายเกียเป้จำเปียวโอเชเป้สุดท้ายเซมชินแล้วเมื่อเกิดตาหูมาตะก้าเราส่งเพิ่งส่งเตอทอรัวเจเลยก็ไปเชื่อก็โตตุท่าถอหปอเอ็นดร.ปริเทียประธานปอมเปลี่ยนแล้วว่า chỉ bao tròn tung thì hay ở đây trả cho cái tí ấy sẽ là sao thì ngay bỏ lên đó ngay là stay thì chỉ dùng gì đi cho nó hay chứ giờ mà lấy kia cũ thì bên mắm đó là thà thâu cơ là mà cả mua đại original thế xem trên lúc còn hậu nó cho cá lò thì bên mà lấy kia bị kia chẳngต้องthấy lò nó cho nên nó tại chỉ nó lấy thì lấy cả sai chấm bèo liệp tà của hai tới represent nó đại bao nhiêu nó tụi giờ nào cho liên thế này tụi tới đấy tụi nó với tao tụi nó lấy chỉ cú với cho nó lấy bỏ chó này mẹ lấy mà tụi chim lo nó chạy tàเลยthế này thì ta nó vẫn xỉa tà lấy chạy tà mà lấy cho tôi xỉa hại thì thời cái lo trong lo còn này tăng lo còn này tu hư lo còn này sinh ta lo lấy bỏ lên tua thì mà lấy mua xỉa hại chỉ lấy mà lấy cả tất cả mua tụi chim nó đại permanent rồi nó nhưng mà lấy cả cho này bao nhiêu nó nè nhưng chỉ ngay đi chưa hay bé chỉ dùng một trò bao nhiêu nữa giờเขาnó bé chỉ qua câu chế toàn thế này bé tay đó chỉ là nó chỉ cả là cái thế lấy thìเขาnó nàyที่กูสตอร์จีnọ nè thìเขาnóเขาปีนะกูที่มันถาไปเราเดียวว่าอย่างนั้นจง到ว่าอย่า只muaที่senator and jury and you and my friends senator representative Pat Snyder he is author of 3 bills for us to pass in the state. Thank you very much, Pat. And Chen Bansi here, and also, and also all my friends, Vietnam veteran, who here today in Jobs. Thank you very much for you to help everything to done for the legacy, my legacy here. We will keep continue our legacy for general. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Can I just add? I just add, I have one of the privilege. I did not find out until 13 years later that I actually served reconnaissance. My company commander said that us, the privates and the private first class lance corporals, were not supposed to know. We were in Laos, triple canopy jungle, beautiful. We never saw any civilians. Over every ridge we went over was different plants, different animals, mountain ridge. But I have one of the few people that actually served in Laos. So God bless you.
Thank you. Tạiท่านพูดไหนเพราะที่โอ้ได้ตอนนั้นได้มันยังให้ที่ท่านพูดจงมาว่าในเกาะจอพวกยังยีจอรุ่นยังไอ้พูดปอลุงบอมชี้ปวดตามละจนท่านพูดสุนทรีชิตเตอร์นะย้อนได้เถอะนะที่ท่านพูดรุ่นนั้นย้อนได้ทันจ้านี่จะต้องตัวยังนะเขาเนี่ยเขาเจ็บจึงจะเปลือยวิตาอยู่นะเพื่อชิลายที่ท้าวนี่เจ้าท้าวเพื่อจะนำไปเที่ยวนี่เจ้า Thank you, Senator Desi.
我还没老人，北疆种的，北疆种地呢啦，要节目准备干，所以我本地的被我儿子收了，都那要我本地哦，嘛被我儿子收到了，你只要知道配了没干，你啥东西你们也容易。但是要种地呢嘛，节目一都没干，所以我跟地的根本还儿子那个大了，干急喽。tu nói tu số con đi mà lớn chừng tu nói là mà lớn chừng nó còn thảo và khi bây giờ cái gì chả bây giờ có tu trò lười cho mà chỉ chăm bên đó gì bây giờ có tu trò cái bên nhọn dùng nó nè bên nhọn dùng đó bây giờ trong tết này giờ chỉ mấy tụi mình cả số con tết là gì có phải có gì lớn chừng nó còn thảo rồi lá lông đâu ngăn chi đâu cũng phải là bị ngăn to rồi bao dung rồi tụi mình cả cho có một hai mà lớn mình chừng tụi nó mà lớn mình chừng có tất cả ó lớn chừng có rồi đâu ok đi nó là thế chuyện nó vì cha mình cả nó lớn chừng còn biểu lệ này lớn chừng nữa ta lúc mình chừng là phá bỏ chia lớn chia làm chừng là phá bỏ thế này tụi nó thì giờ qua tàu sư rồi thì tụi mình cả chừng cái chụp bỏ tua có biết bố sợi nó này có biết tôi cũng trò rồi cho nhiều đầu này thế giờ ba bên là thành kiểu,แต่สิ่งนั้นจะba bên toàn thế nữa này, giờ phe này phe Snyder nữa, giờ tụi nó tuyển đọc phe của toàn thế, phe taoจะphe bên này phe chỉ tao giờ phe ó, còn bên trong phe thì nào thử phe, gì phe rồi từ ăn được phe thế, rồi thì mua xe ba phe, dù gì rồi dù chỉ kêu rồi thế gì, rồi chỉ kêu thế, rồi nên nó ô chọc.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nashua and Sir Tong was just emphasizing how fabulous and what a good friend Dave is, along with Pat Snyder at the state legislature too. So they were really reiterating it to the Lao Hmong veterans. Thank you very much. All right, our last speaker is an advisor and board member for the Lao Veterans of America. Please welcome Lieutenant Saili Ta Taje Tuhai Luna ya Saili Ta Taje.
Thank you 我做เป็นรายการของเราได้ออกรอบสองเนาะเจ้าของเราจะเป็นหมู่ต้นดาวหายเก่าแล้วเจ้าหน้าช่วยเชียร์มาเลยเราเป็นหมู่อีเชียร์เจ้าเลยเขาเยอะว่าชิมูแล้วมันเขาหลือนู่นนออย่างนู่นว่าเขาหลือเจ้าโรงเชียร์ที่ว่าเจ้าตัวตัวตัวเจ้ากูตัวเจ้าหน่อยเจ้าชื่อตัวเดตัวเจตัวมินนิโซตาเราว่าจองก็ว่าล้อก็คุมว่าใจว่าตัวกล่องเป็นหุ่นนอเทียไอเบสเลยว่าก็เจ้าเราตัวชัวตัวกูตัวเจ้าเนี่ยลาบิสกัมเซงเบสเลยตัวหุ่นนอไปไปตัวสลงสลืนไปตัวเชิงกาแต่ไปรู้อย่างนั้นเก๋ว่าไปในเชิงวัวเจ้าขณะใหญ่คอนแต่ไปรู้นั่งว่าเนี่ยเรารู้ที่จะเนาะเจ้าโรงเชียร์ที่ว่าเจ้าเนาะนี่เจ้าว่าหนอว่าจื้อเจ้าเราไม่ไปแสกบ้านเนี่ยมีหนัวทุกเราตัวเยาชัวตัวว่าตัวหุ่นนอไปโรงเชียร์ที่ว่าเนี่ยเฉลยเจ้าถ้าว่าจื้อผมก็มองตัวเนี่ยชัวตัวก่อนนอกการยังรองเจ้าเท่าขณะเลยไปรายการตาขณะเนาะเจ้าไปว่าเกมุนดาเจ้าไปมุนดาเจ้าไปยมูเชฟลาไปมามุนน่าสุนดามาชีมามุปีเสาตรงดานะว่าเจ้าตัวเนี่ยชัวตัวจะรอชัวตัวนะ
我做了种日子，佢哋那家庭做半日做多，那到晒蒙城市的路口所事不考做，共和国都做，那到省威斯康星，那到我靠幾要做，你話跑睇就國都做，那到美國包，那到那個那老做這里那了，就錯，那到那海老古嘛，你就俾冇晒，啲要用嚟就，我做了俾人哋就只呢到晒蒙城市的路口所事，那到นู่นน่ะ